What animal often symbolizes peace in art? Deer, dove, dog. Dove. Name the type of painting technique done by mixing pigments with hot liquid wax. Acrylic painting, casein painting, encaustic painting. Encaustic painting.
Name the form of painting that depicts Christian sacred personages or events. Icon, tapestry, graphics. Icon. Like, comment, subscribe.
Which of these is a paint made from pigments and plastic? Acrylic, tempera, acetone. Acrylic. Early photographers made their images on which of these materials? Paper, glass, stone. Glass.
Which American artist was a pioneer of abstract expressionism? John Altoon, Jackson Pollock, Charles Alston. Jackson Pollock. Paul Jackson Pollock was an American painter and a major figure in the abstract expressionist movement. He was widely noticed for his technique of pouring or splashing liquid household paint onto a horizontal surface, enabling him to view and paint his canvases from all angles.
To which artistic movement does Paul Gauguin's The Yellow Christ belong? Bauhaus, Fauvism, Cloisonnism. Cloisonism.
Name the type of sculpture that represents a person dying or in death. Kouros, acrolith, gisant. Gisant.
What did Imp design outside the Louvre, in Paris? Obelisk, pyramid, ziggurat. Pyramid. The Louvre Pyramid is a large glass and metal pyramid designed by Chinese-American architect Imp, surrounded by three smaller pyramids in the main courtyard, Cour Napoleon, of the Louvre Palace in Paris. The Louvre Pyramide inversé or inverted pyramid is a skylight constructed in the Carrousel du Louvre, an underground shopping mall in front of the Louvre Museum in France.
What type of painting depicts scenes from everyday life in a realistic manner? Bark painting, Dakani painting, genre painting. Genre painting. Name the painting technique that is executed entirely in shades or tints of a single color unnatural to the object. Kamayu, sfumato, secession. Kamayu.
Which ornamental art style flourished between 1890 and 1910 throughout Europe and the United States? Art Nouveau, Art Deco, Baroque. Art Nouveau.
Which art technique uses light and shadow to define three-dimensional objects? Grisaille, chiaroscuro, impasto. Chiaroscuro. The motto art for art's sake belongs to which art movement? Expressionism, mannerism, aestheticism. Aestheticism. What was the artistic movement that originated in Italy in the early 20th century? Neoplasticism, suprematism, Futurism. Futurism. Futurism was an artistic and social movement that originated in Italy in the early 20th century. It emphasized dynamism, speed, technology, youth, violence, and objects such as the car, the airplane, and the industrial city.
Name the term to describe a figure that stands with one leg holding its full weight and the other leg relaxed. Muse, obelisk, contrapposto. Contrapposto. Which sculptor is best known for his colossal statue of freedom? Thomas Crawford, Hiram Powers, Horatio Greenough. Thomas Crawford. Crawford, born March 22, 1814, New York, USA, and died October 10, 1857, London, England, neoclassical sculptor best known for his colossal statue of freedom, which was posthumously cast and hoisted atop the dome of the Capitol in Washington, D.C. amid great festivities in 1863.
Which artist is known as the creator of Cubism? Salvador Dali, Pablo Picasso, Claude Monet. Pablo Picasso.
What does the Venus of Brisempui represent? A woman's head, a human figure, an angel. A woman's head. The Venus of Brisempui, also called the Lady of Brisempui or La Dame de Brisempui, was carved from a fragment of mammoth tusk and is estimated to have been made during the Upper Paleolithic period. It was interpreted as a woman's head based on the feminine shape of the chin and apparent hair or headdress. Which artistic movement grew principally out of the earlier Dada movement? Surrealism, Romanticism, Pointillism. Surrealism.
What are Japanese hanging scroll paintings called? Yamato-e, Shigejiku, Kakemono. Kakemono.
Who painted The Starry Night? Vincent van Gogh, Paul Gauguin, Georges Seurat. Vincent van Gogh. Name the church where Leonardo da Vinci's famous fresco The Last Supper is painted. San Nazaro in Brolo. Duomo di Milano. Santa Maria del Grazie. Santa Maria del Grazie.
What is Chinese landscape painting called? Shanshui. Jinbi Shanshui. Ming. Jinbi Shanshui. Which art movement, first in painting and later in music, developed in France during the late 19th and early 20th centuries? Impressionism. Trompe-l'oeil. Naturalism. Impressionism. Which art movement flourished in Zurich, Switzerland, during the early 20th century? Pop art. Modern art. Dada. Dada. Which style of painting flourished in France around the turn of the 20th century? Fauvism. Cubism. Cloisonnéism. Fauvism. Fauvism, style of painting that flourished in France around the turn of the 20th century. Fauve artists used pure, brilliant color aggressively applied straight from the paint tubes to create a sense of an explosion on the canvas. American Gothic painting, used as parodies in popular culture, was painted by which American artist? Edgar Degas. Grant Wood. Renzo Piano. Grant Wood. Name the art group formed from the initials of the founders' home cities. Cobra. Distill. Section d'Or. Cobra. Which French painter is called the leader of the realist movement? Edouard Manet. Gustave Courbet. Edward Hopper. Gustave Courbet. Jean Désire Gustave Courbet was a French painter who led the Realism movement in 19th-century French painting. Committed to painting only what he could see, he rejected academic convention and the romanticism of the previous generation of visual artists. Which of these art forms is practiced primarily in East Asia? Panel painting. Scroll painting. Landscape painting. Scroll painting.
Who is the founder of the 19th century school of Neo-Impressionism? Georges Seurat, Georges Braque, Sandro Botticelli? Georges Seurat.
Who is known as the father of European painting? Giotto. Adolphe Waldinga. Walter Satterley. Giotto.
Who is the creator of the famous sculptures The Thinker and the Kiss? Dirk Jacob Zoon, Nikolai Abildgaard, Auguste Rodin? Auguste Rodin. Who was the teacher of Leonardo da Vinci? Giorgio Vasari, Andrea del Verrocchio, Raphael? Andrea del Verrocchio.
Which of these painters is known for making portraits of the leading figures of the American Revolution? Angelica Kauffman, Richard Wilson, Charles Wilson Peale. Charles Wilson Peale. Which American filmmaker is also known as one of the originators of the assemblage form of sculpture? Eileen Agar, Joseph Cornell, Joseph Bard. Joseph Cornell. In the quarrel of color versus drawing, what are the supporters of the supremacy of disegno drawing over color called? Poussinist, modern, ancient. Poussinist. What is the other name of the art movement Orpheism? Vorticism, primitivism, simultanism. Simultanism. Who is the founder of the Rayonism art movement? Mikhail Fyodorovich Larionov, Robert Delaunay, Albert Glizes. Mikhail Fyodorovich Larionov. Russian art movement founded by Mikhail F. Larionov, representing one of the first steps toward the development of abstract art in Russia. Which Egyptian art style did Amenhotep IV create? Stuart style, Severe style, Amarna style. Amarna style.